ChatGPT. Do you think? People ask me, "Do you think that affects you?" And I'm like, listen. I think it's crazy tool we can use.
Yeah.
It's an impressive tool, but like nuanced, like but it's
Yeah.
like when people text me a legal question, I get so annoyed. Like I can't answer a legal question in a text. Like
Yeah.
my answer is usually, well, it depends.
It always
if you did this, you did that. If you don't do this, you do that. And some things I don't even want to put in a text message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk to me about your business and ChatGPT and what you think the future holds there.
So I agree with you completely. I think it is a tool that can be used by us.
Right.
I think it can be used by us. I think that if you wanted to come up with ideas, like if you're brainstorming, it's good creativity. So if you say, hey, this is the scenario, what are some ideas? But then the lawyer has to go through and go, no, that would never work. That you have to know your client, you have to know your opponent in litigation,
Situation, the
judge.
environment. Yeah.
There's a lot of things. There's no like experience is something you can't replicate.
But they call it the practice of law.
Exactly. We're
Right.
continuously practicing.
Right.
You never perfect it. And with ChatGPT, I've even had, I'm sure you've heard the same thing, but maybe the listeners haven't yet, of the guy who tried to create his brief for his litigation on ChatGPT, and it came up with fake cases, and he didn't shepherdize them to see, and so he handed them to the judge, and the other side was like, we looked up these cases. They don't exist. They don't exist. The problem with AI.
Like, what is Arkansas versus E-Man? Like, we've never heard of this case.
Exactly. and that's what happens. AI creates stuff. Like, so if you wanted, if for instance, if we said, hey, you know what, Danny and I are going to do a commercial. ChatGPT, give us some ideas of commercials we could do. It's good for, because then it brainstorms a bunch, and we look through and we go,
Great.
hey, this one's a funny idea.
I like that.
Like, I've even with my son created like rap songs. Like, hey, write me a rap song for Mother's Day. And it creates a,
That's really cool.
It's fun like that, but it's for creative. It's
Right.
not for actual legal.
Right.
Again, just like the guys who try to do it themselves on the LegalZoom or the willandtrust.com, which, by the way, Matthew Stafford is not doing his own will on willandtrust.com. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He has a team of attorneys. But the key is, if you can get the ideas, and even, I don't even mind a client. I have one client, man, every time, he's a corporate client, every time he comes in and he goes, here's what I got from ChatGPT. Is any of this legit? And I'm like, well, this is all garbage. This we can use maybe. You know, if you take it and then go to an attorney who, like you and I both, because we're specialists in our areas,
Right.
when someone comes to me and says, man, I have the most unique situation. You're never going to be able to figure it out with asset protection. I'm like, I did it twice last Tuesday. You know, it's like, so I think that I'm not scared of ChatGPT.
Right.
Just like I wasn't scared when Costco started selling wills.
Exactly.
You know, those are not my client base.